it's Tuesday for a month. Yeah, I know. Summer's officially starting, I guess. So,
Are you in those days in the summer or just one day?
it'll just be Tuesdays.
It's just Tuesdays.
And it starts right after whatever, June 2nd, June 3rd. So,
What time is it?
same time.
Because my yoga teacher said her class is Tuesdays and didn't do it one.
Really?
So you might want to check with Matt.
I will check with Max.
Yeah, because I don't know, maybe he thinks you're Wednesday. I don't know. But that's what she sent out an email that said Tuesdays.
Wow.
And I thought you had said Tuesday last week.
Yeah. You know, he just walked into his office. He'd like to catch us class. Otherwise, I'll text him because that really wouldn't work. I mean, if you do a combined class, that would be fun. All right. So have a seat and then we'll lay down onto your spines here. Well, thanks for bringing that to.
Yeah, when she sent that email, it didn't sound right, so I thought I would say something.
Yeah. The arms outstretched and then rock a little bit from side to side. We feel the pull across the top of the shoulder. Enjoy the massage between your blades. Feel the shift of weight in your body be reflected in your feet. And then we'll come back center. Maybe narrow the feet in, maybe 4 or 5 inches apart. Lengthen up with the fingertips and then cup the hands as you curve the arms up through the air. Bring the hands above your chest and then exhale. Pull the arms slowly open and down. Use a full exhalation to release the hands to the ground. Then as full and long of an inhalation as you can manage. Fill the lungs to capacity and exhale. Space opens above you as the arms descend. The breath leaves your body. And we rise again, lifting. And then exhale, pull the arms open, stretch the space between your fingertips, softly float to the ground. And again, watch your tempo to be very slow so you don't rush through this movement, but you work against gravity to lift the arms, and then you work against gravity to lower the arms as well. Soft gaze above you, bring the arms up. Belly will expand, the chest does, the lungs fill, and then exhale, pull the arms apart and down slowly. And then reach them long across the room on the floor. We'll lift the arms up to the ceiling, straight arms here. And then exhale to let the blades sink down. Inhale, the arms rise as high as they'll go, shrug your shoulders off the roller, feel the rounding in your back, and then you pull the blades down. And let's lift again, going up. Exhale and release down. Rising here. And exhale and melting down. Arms lift, go up. Exhale, pull the weights down. Heavy towards the floor. And one more. Shrug the shoulders. And then you widen the collarbones, select the sink. Turning the palms forward, let's stretch the arms forward, down by your heels, by your ankles. Fingertips touch the ground, and inhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale as the arms go back by your ears. You can widen the arms a little if your chest feels tight today. Bring the arms forward, heavy, heavy blades, and then exhale. The arms slide down, down, reach for the end of your mat. The arms lift in unison, and they go back, maintaining the same height from the ground, no matter where you are in the movement. Feel that stretch opening up the armpit, that will affect your pecs in the front and your lats in the back. Reaching up to the ceiling and then yawn your body open, stretch the abdominal wall. And then reverse the direction. Tap the floor. Just the right arm goes up and back. And then we switch the arms. So the right one goes forward, the left one goes back. It'll just be one inhale to switch. And then an exhale to switch again. focusing on keeping the neck long and relaxed. So you can picture the blade sliding towards your waist as the arm goes back, and then also reaching forward with the fingertips as the arm goes forward. And then we'll lift both arms up to the ceiling and exhale, lay them long and down at your side. Here, bring your hands to your shoulders and we circle the elbows in and up, and then exhale, wide around and down. Scooping in, reaching around and down low. We'll breath in and a long breath out for every circle. One more here. Complete the circle, let's reverse it. The arm bone, the universe rolls on the socket, but also the scapula moving here. This multi-joint action to really get a lot of ability here in the circles, in the arm, and a lot of release into the shoulders and neck. Complete one more circle, and then extend the arms forward, full arm circles, arms lift up in unison, go back in parallel. Exhale, circle wide out through your fingertips, reach across the room, bring the hands down parallel to the body, and then we lift the arms again. You want your body open, and then big exhale, even fingertips spread wide to open the palms. And we reach back again. Leave the ribs grounded on the roller. The waist is floating above the roller surface. Space like a cool breeze can flow underneath you. One more in this direction. And now let's reverse it. Palms up to circle out and around. Lift the arms as they reach back past the height of your shoulders. Exhale. Push the arms forward, push the air down into the ground. And we cut through the air again with the edges of your arms. Press forward and down. Go long. Body is quiet. Just letting the back of the body melt around the roller underneath you. And your feet grounded. Feel them sinking into the floor. To help you stabilize here on your roller. One last one. And exhale forward and down. And then here, take your hands above you in diamond arms. Thumbs and index fingers together. And inhale to swing the arms back by your ears, framing your face. And then exhale to press the arms forward through the air and float over the belly. And take it back. And exhale now forward. Just a gentle pressure through the hands makes you feel the inner line of your arms. And back we go again. Okay. And here, let's reach for our magic circles. And I will take them here in your hands to break down. So the arms lift up. You hold the handles in between the heel of your hands. The fingers reach up for the ceiling. And then just lift that up as high as it'll go and then pull the blades down. Now from that position, we're going to squeeze the upper arm around the chest wall to squeeze the circle here. And then slowly open it. So the upper arm presses into the rib cage, into the side of your chest. Make that circle an oval and then release. And do that again to press. And exhale and open. To really reach long through your index finger so that you keep the elbows straight while you press and while you open. It's not a big movement. For that, you would need to bend the elbows and push in from forearms. But you're definitely going to feel this work the inside line of your arms. And then bend the elbows, lower the circle so it's parallel to your chest, and then extend it out at about 30 degrees from vertical. And now we're pressing it in from here. And again, expand it. The more you reach to the index finger and the middle finger, the more the elbows will stay straight. Tipping them out and then slightly down. And we inhale to press here. Exhale, resist the opening of the spring. And again, push in. So you do feel how your upper back is reacting to this work through your arms. We're keeping the throat soft and relaxed here as you breathe. And then bend the elbows. Circle comes down again. Now we're going to take it out low, just off your thighs. Low angle here. And now squeeze in so you've got more of the upper inner arm around the rib cage, around the chest. So press in. See if you think of equal work on the right and the left side. Now the ribs will extend out to the arms, so the arms press into the rib cage. And one last one here. And then let's take the roll overhead. So it balances on one of the handles. You take both of your hands here on top and right edge on the other handle. And just push down into the circle, squash it here, and then bring it up slowly. Inhale to press. Exhale and release. Do that again, press. Exhale, slowly open. And again now, push the circle flatter and let it expand out. And here for one final one, push down, exhale. Right, put the circle aside, and then slide off the roller again. So we're going to move into our hundreds here. So sitting upright in front of your mat. You can have the legs together, extend the arms forward, and then curl the jaw, look down. Come right back into your upper curl. The legs can lift and you can extend them out. Arms reach along parallel to the ground. Inhale to pump. Big exhale to let the belly sink as you push the air out of your lungs. Inhale, full expansion of the abdominal wall as you expand the chest as well. Exhale, and the navel sinks to the spine. Arms reach long across the room. Up and your gaze is down. So you look down your nose into the abdominals. You look into your navel as you're pumping. And this is a calm, steady movement. You're rolling the collarbones inside the chest to kick the hands up and to press the hands down. And keep pulling yourself forward right under the chest wall here. Knitting together the rectus line from your jaw to your tail. And focusing the holding pattern here from the navel to the tailbone. Breathe in completely, exhale completely, and one more breath. And then fold your knees in, lay your feet down, and turn your hip easy from side to side. The weight of your head helps stretch the neck as it rotates from one side to the other. And then extend the legs forward and the arms up. Back your shoulder blades and then back to feel that stretch in your lats. We'll lift the arms, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, come up. Exhale, pull forward, back over your legs, pull the waist back to create a C shape here on the ground. And then you start to roll back low. The tail pulls up the wall in front of you as you articulate your spine down one vertebra, 1 inch at a time. And then you're drawing your body open as the arms reach behind you. Let's bring the arms up again. Lift the head back, big exhale before you pull the wrists off the floor. Diving over, the belly slips back and fills the curve of the spine behind you. And then we roll back again now. Higher arms, suspend yourself on your fingertips, pull your body down into the ground. And then stretch it long here from fingers to tail to toes. Again. Enjoy this feeling, moving every single vertebra from the tail up to the neck. And then on the lift, we do the reverse, so the hip pulls the neck up. The cervical spine, the thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, and round. And then we're going back to come all the way down again. At this point, we'll grab the third end and place it around the sole of the right foot. So lifting the leg up towards the ceiling, check up on the band, and the elbows slide forward towards your hips. Breathe the leg up to a place where you feel the stretch in the back of the leg with the knee bent or straight. Try to have that leg vertical. And then point the foot and flex the foot. Working through both the ankle and the ball of the foot at the toes. So you work through that metatarsal joint there. I would make it very luxurious, like you enjoy removing your toes, removing the sole of the foot, and lifting the heel. You'll end in the soft point. And then lower the leg slightly and begin to circle across the body. Keeping that right hip down, out to the right, holding the left side grounded. And again, a short, deep inhale as you start the circle, and a long exhale all the way around and up to the top. You have to breathe in at the top because you've run out of air. And then exhale and feel the belly pull deep and tight around your hips, around your waist. At the end of the breath, you feel that core sitting in. So stretch away from your hip bone, keep the pelvis grounded here on your mat. And let's just do one more circle. Push out further and further into the foot, into the band, and bring the leg up to the top. We pause and reverse. Inhale, out to the side, go external rotation, go low, drag it across, internally rotate, and bring it back to neutral at the top of the stretch, and lengthen again. The further you reach the foot, the harder you have to work to keep the pelvis grounded and steady here on the mat surface. Stretch the leg out, we push it forward, we pull back with the hands, elbows stay heavy on the mat surface, and reach again. Anticipate the shift in weight, and you anchor the opposite hip down before the leg creates a little lift on that side. And one more circle. Breathing through it, keep stretching long. Do the longest exhale on the lift as you can possibly imagine. And then here we'll take the band in the right hand. Externally rotate and bring the leg out to the right. Give that a little rock here. Think of the foot being pretty much parallel to the ground. And sweep it towards your shoulder and then away. On the exhale, lift your leg up to the ceiling, switch hands on the band. Extend your right arm, look at it, and you can cross the leg over first, keeping the hip down to feel that stretch in the lateral thigh. And then you reach further, coming off, just keeping the right shoulder blade grounded. And now feel more of the stretch in your glute. Pull the leg towards your shoulder and then rotate it internally. Notice where the stretch goes in your leg, in your hip. And now pull yourself down from the left shoulder to the waist to the ribs. To the glute, and then lift the leg, bring it up. Pull onto the band and pull yourself up, a little upper pull there. And stretch the leg longer, drifting in front of the hip joint. We'll come on down, pull the knee in. Hug it tight. And then extend that leg forward down the mat. Stretch out your legs, shake them a little bit, and then let them flop open. They're externally rotated in a relaxed position. So you can feel the difference in the right leg and the left. And then we're taking the band and pulling the left knee in. fingers on the foot, and we lift the foot up to the ceiling. Pull it back a little bit for that stretch. And then we could do some plank flex here, foot to foot and ankle. So moving from plantar flexion with the toes reach up towards the sky, and dorsiflexion with the toes pull down towards your shin. Again, heel ball toe and toe ball heel. All those muscles in the foot or in the foot themselves. Some go up into the calf area. Let your elbows slide forward so the neck is long. And then soft plank, you can lower leg a fraction and then circle across the body to the right with the left leg. It goes low out to the left, the right hip is grounded, and you bring the leg high. And do that again. Pivot the forearm from the elbow, trying to keep the wrist as straight as you can. I think you're drawing an oval in the air here, and then reaching past the edges of the abs. You're drawing a huge spiral in the air with every breath, with every repetition. The circle gets larger and larger and larger. We're going to feel the support of the band, but also the work using the band here. Go back into the arms, into the mat. And then here, come to the top and reverse it. Out to the left, within the hip, within the inner thigh, and then circle around across the body and bring it up again to challenge the hamstring stretching. You focus on your breath, how it expands the body on the inhale, and then how it knits the body together on the exhale. And one last breath here. One more circle end at the top. And then we'll take the band in the left hand. Open the leg out to the left while putting more weight in the right side. And when the leg is extended out, you rock it a little bit towards your shoulder and then away. And then from here, exhale to lift the leg up to the ceiling. Switch hands on the band, cross it over in a little internal rotation. Reach the foot, bend the knee as you need to. Pull the leg back towards your shoulder, and you reach out long through your sits bone to elongate the waist. The left shoulder blade is still grounded, so the body's in a big twist here. And then you can rotate the leg internally just a little bit more. Exhale, unwind the body, the hip goes down, the leg lifts to the ceiling. And then we can pull the leg above us, pull ourselves up with your hands on the band. So a breath curl here, let's make it a different place from what you're used to. And then we can release back down and fold it into your body. Like here, and the band is down to the side. Fold it in, and then release it forward, reach long. Shake the legs out. Perfect. All right, so now we roll up. Take the arms back for the big stretch here in your waistline. Lift the arms, lift the hip, pull forward, and come out to sit in the front, rolling like a ball. The edges of your feet together, hands to your shins, elbows wide, and you suck your waist back as the elbows move apart to the side. And then you pick up your feet, lift into your abs, and you roll. Inhale, lift the tail that holds the blades. Exhale, come back up and keep your feet suspended off the ground. Your gaze stays fixed on your abs. And as you roll, you want to think right and left side work equally. So you roll in a straight line back down the middle of your mat and a straight line forward. You press the hands into the shins and then you push the shins into the hands. So you feel that work firming up the inner arm line. One more. Edges of the feet press into each other for more work through the inner thigh line also. And now here back into the ab series. So right hand to right ankle, left hand to the right knee. And we can curve that. Pushing up with the shin, working down with the spine, extend the left leg long, pull the right leg in tight. Inhale, we switch. And exhale, switch again. As the hand pushes down, the shin pushes up. Go firm up the inner arm just a little bit more here. Shoot the leg out as far as you can. Try to reach the toes, the balls of the feet, or the wall way out in front of you. We'll do one more set here. And then double leg stretch. One hand to each shin. We stretch arms and legs up to the ceiling, circle the arms wide and embrace the legs in. And then you can gradually open the shape as long as you can keep your upper arm curls stable. In other words, no falling back with the head, no arching of the waistband. And you push this away from your center, pull it in, wrap yourself into a ball. One more, hammock the body, return to the ball, and then right leg up, left leg forward, and we scissor. So inhale to switch, and exhale to switch. Working into the length here at the back of your leg, and tracking the legs here in a straight line out of the hip socket, and back up to let the weight of the leg pull in deep to the socket itself. One more set. And sweep the head, legs lift to the ceiling, double leg lower lift. Squeeze the legs together, line them up, and then push them away, the toes slide across the sky. You still look at your core, and then you exhale and bring the legs up super slow. Right, so we're trying not to just throw them down and then throw them back up again. You're working against gravity in both directions. Controlling it here from your psoas muscles, they pay out the legs to lower them, and then they contract to pull the legs back up. It's so funny, we're working so hard with those muscles, and yet what we feel are the abdominals working to hold the pelvis steady here, stable on the mat. One more. Press it away. And exhale, pull it back. And now twist it to the right. And then twist it to the left. Come forward and up. Try to be right on the tip of your scapular edge here. And so you pull forward and you stay with your rotation here within the frame of your hips. So you're not really doing a side bend. You're coming up and around the curve. Of course, the elbows go out to the side. And the leg reaching out long helps you anchor into your opposite pelvic half. We're going to end going to the left. Come back to center. First, hug the knees in as you lay your head down, and then stretch the legs forward and take the arms back. Body arms open here. Enjoy that stretch. Go along to the fingertips and the toes. Send your head here between your arms. One more deep breath in. An internal stretch for the abdominals with that inhale, and then exhale, engage it to pull the belly deep. So lifting again, we're coming up for spine stretch. Lift your arms, head, neck, shoulders. Big exhale, come up, open the legs, and just bring the arms up by your ears. Perch right under sits bones, or elevate onto yoga block. So here, turn the palms back. Inhale, we'll take the arms up and back. Upper back extension. The lower part of the torso is vertical. Here, perpendicular to the ground. Palms are forward. Bring your knees down, 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 down. Look over to the space between your knees as you count your body over the space here. Push down through your heels and your sits bones. Think of the tail drawing down into the middle of the earth as you come up. And take that upper back extension. And forward again. Here's between arms. Curve your spine, pull back in your waist as you go forward with your head and your arms. And then zip your back up that imaginary wall. And then come up high and waterfall over the top of it. One more. Big exhale. Push the air out of your lungs, out of your mouth, into the space around you. And just stay here and stretch. Pull your waist back and reach the center of the foot forward. And then fold the heels in. Open like balance. So we're curling the tail up. And then extending the right leg up in the air. And then fold it back down, edges of the feet together, and now the left extends. And bring it back. Right leg up. Exhale back down. Left leg here. Bring it back for both legs to open. Lift up, support the back of your calf. Stretch long to the center of the foot and then bring everything back in. Heels together towards the tail and then throws again. And back here. One more time. We're going to hold the legs up. Hold on tight to the calf and look down into your belly. Curl the tail up and roll back. Balance on your shoulder blades. Exhale forward to balance point on your sacrum. Remember, keep your gaze down into your abs because you definitely want the curve of the neck and the weight of the head to bring you forward to your balance point. And one final one, massage your back out. Big exhale brings you up. And then close the legs, leave the legs in the air, lift the arms for your teaser. Good, very nice. Bend your knees, and we roll back. And then from here, we can grab your band to lift the legs up into corkscrew. Leave your both feet in, and the band goes across both feet. Legs it together to up in the air, and the elbows are grounded. Front with the feet, and we circle first to the right. Exhale around to the left and back up to the top, and then reverse it going left. Small circle here. Feet at the top of the movement. So there'll be minimal movement through your hips. You want to feel a shift in weight around your SI joints. For the sacrum, shift a little bit here on the mat. Hopefully feel the stretch in the back line of your legs here. If not, you can try this with flexed feet. And one more time, going from right to left, and then finishing going from left to right. Pull the legs in, the back comes off to the side. And then we'll roll forward and up right into our saw. Come up and open the legs. Again, elevate your hips. And sit perched on your sit bones. The arms will reach out long, tuck in front of the collarbone. Rotate to your right and dive over. The back left hand will move outside the right leg. And reach the other arm even further back across the room and up. And then pull your body up and unwind. We go to the other side. So the lower you go with the torso, the higher the back arm lifts. And remember to angle it across your back and up, spin, spiral, and down. Left ear to the right knee. And then you pull your right shoulder back. Use the mid-traps and arm blades to pull the blade towards the spine. And then coming upright, unwind, use your tallest point as you come to the center, and then dive and reach and stretch longer to be a really straight line from one set of fingertips to the other behind you. And lift to come up. So one more set, spiral and then dive. And a little more twitch, you can push your hand into your ankle, into your leg, and also pull the shoulder back to get more rotation through your spine, head to tail. Lift to come up, spin, and we add the rotation again. Come upright, center, and lower the arm. Legs together and flip over onto your stomachs. Let's use the magic circle here for us. So the arms will be extended out and you have to feel the hands on the top bit. Fingers between arms, and then push down into the arm to lift the head and chest forward and up. And then slowly, as you come down with your belly zipping into the mat, you lift the arm slightly, don't lose the circle, and then push down to come up again. Heart rises, fingers long, chest broad. And then as you go down, the back will lengthen as the belly shortens. And one more time here. So the press into your triceps, and work into your lats to pick your body up. And then release. You'll put the circle to the side, sit back into your child's pose. Hang your head low. This may give you a nice stretch across the top of your feet. And then we'll slide forward out onto our forearms for single leg kick. All right, so you anchor the pelvis into the ground, push down with the forearms, and pull back with the elbows to feel the stretch in the abdominal line. Legs in parallel. Let's kick the right heel in, 1, 2, and down, and the left, once and twice, and then down. Really feel that your heavy's at the pelvic girdle, like it's filled with sand, like it's filled with concrete, like you're bolted to the floor. You get the idea. And try to use the pumping of your leg to give yourself a stretch in your quads. No collapsing, so keep pushing down and back with the elbows to pull the chest forward and up, and the same with the eyes. Look up, like you could look up into your own hairline. Elbows wide, so the blades pull together and pull behind you. And then let's go ahead and lay down. Turn your head to the right. And overlap your hands back by your waist or a little bit higher by the ribs. Elbows drop. Double leg kick. Take an inhale. Just prepare and exhale to kick 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The shins go down. The feet go down. You bring your arms back. And you lift your chest like you're doing that swan again. And then come back down and turn it to the left. Elbows look low as you pulse 1, 2, 3 with the legs. The feet go into the ground, top of the feet, reach the arms back. If you can, intertwine the thumbs or bring the fingertips together. It's helpful to open up your chest. Down again, turning right. Pulse the air out of your lungs. Feel the stretch in your quads. Then the legs go down and you lift, working to strengthen the upper back. And down again one more time. We turn the head to the left and pulse the air out of our body. Lift in unison as they come. They're land simultaneously. You lift the chest, and then you can bring yourself down, hands by the shoulders, push off the ground, and sit back in your child's pose again. Stack your spine from the bottom to the top. And then let's flip over here. Come up to sitting. We haven't done neck pull in a really long time, but let's work on it. So legs are apart about 5 inches, feet are flat. And we'll take our hands here behind the base of our skull. Pull the elbows up, pull the heel of the hand up, lifting the occipital ridge, and feel that elongate the neck and the rest of the spine. So we lean back in a plank. And then before it gets to be a problem for our low back, we tuck the curl. You can bring the elbows in. You can even bring the arms forward to go down with control to the mat. And then here, you have your hands behind your head, nose to dance, or fist into palm. Straight line from elbow to elbow, lift your head, push into your arms to connect into your lats. Bring your hands behind your skull, dive over and down. And instead of pushing your head down, pull it long to get more stretch into the area by your sacrum. And then from there, you stack your spine from bottom to top. Faces down so it goes across the floor, looks at the horizon. And then we lean back again. Tuck, roll it out, come to the ground. And then if you're doing the arm, fist in the hand, do the opposite one from your choice previously. Lift up, push here. Come up and forward, hands go behind the head as soon as you can. So as you dive over, you're trying to stretch the spine and not only round the back, which you are, but to get both of those sensations into your spine. And then articulate up, high, and we'll do one more. So tail moves forward, it starts as a plank with your riding a plank here under your back, and you round your back into the ground, coming down, and then we lift again. And then round over, and stack your spine from the bottom to the top. Good. Wow, it's been a really long time since we did that one. If I thought a little more ahead, I would have had everyone use ankle weights, and we could have had a little more advanced version of it, but really good job. Okay, so here let's go back, roll back into shoulder bridge. Right, so the feet are grounded and arms lengthen forward. Begin with the pelvic tuck. Curve the tail forward and up. Pull the knees forward. You lift the hips and they're pushing down through the outer arm, the top of the shoulders. The blades pull together. You lift the chest. You lift the glutes. Find the inner edges of your feet to work the inner edges of your legs. Now to come out of this, we're going to roll to the inner arm. Widen the blades. Sink the sternum down towards the spine. Work through these upper vertebrae one by one. Down, just sort of stretching your back where you really need it. Maybe you didn't realize you did until now. And then we roll across the sacrum and the tail settles down. We're going up next to do a set of kicks, starting with the right leg. So enjoy still the articulation of the spine, the press into the mat, and then the lift up and forward. Push the heels back and push the knees forward. Come up into your bridge. And now let's pull the right knee into your chest. Lift the right foot up to the ceiling. Point to bring it down. Flex to kick it up. Point, stretch down. Flex and lift. One more time. Every time you lift the foot, lift the hip. And then bend the knee, lift the knee. Lower the foot down. And roll down to the heel. Lift both hips. And here we go for the left. Pull the left knee in. Extend the leg up. Point to bring the leg forward and down. Flex to kick it up. Point, lift and reach through the foot. Flex and lift and reach to the heel. That. And then lift the foot, bend the knee, lift the knee, lower the foot. See if the two pelvic halves are pretty even. And then we roll down, curving our way down here, sinking our back, melting it into the mat surface. Release the tail down and the waist splits up. One more time going up, we're going to start with the left leg kicking first. So pelvic tuck, pull the tail forward and lift. Come all the way up, pushing the ground down with the arms, down with the feet. Pull the left knee in, extend the leg up, flex the foot to bring it down. Point the foot to bring it up. Flex down. Point, lift. One more, flex down. Point up. Bend the knee, the foot lowers, roll through the foot, extend into both feet. And now bend the right knee in, extend the leg, flex the foot. Reach forward and down. Reach up and back. Flex down, point to lift. One more. And then the knee bends. You lift the knee, you lower the foot, you lift the glutes, and now you roll your spine down. Excellent. From here, just grab your magic circle. We're going to put in a little bit of inner thigh work. Now the knees in. Take it above the knee, below the pelvic girdle, and somewhere where there's some muscle that you want to firm up. So we're going to inhale to squeeze in, and exhale, slowly open. Do that again, so you press. As the knees come together, see if you can feel the glutes widening away from your sacrum, and then open slowly. The glutes will start to knit together across the back of your body. And again, so you press actively on the inhale, and reluctantly open against the pull of the spring, the push of the spring into your leg. Now, a 2 breath movement. So we inhale, squeeze. Hold it there as you exhale, pull the belly deep. Inhale, squeeze more. Exhale, and then open the knees. Take your time. Resist the spring. And we do this again. Inhale, press. Exhale, breathe out. The navel sinks down, down, down towards the ground. Inhale and squeeze harder. Exhale to open slowly. And one more time here. Inhale and press. Exhale, belly deepens. Inhale, squeeze more. Here those inner thighs, and exhale, open. Good. And we'll take this and place it to the side. Okay. So here, roll up for spine twist. Place together, feet flexed. Hips elevated if you want, and then arms out to the side again. Reach low through your fingertips, lift up through your halo and up through your chest. You rotate on your own axis. Rotate to the right, pulsing 1, 2, 3. Lift through center and then to the left. Pulse 2, 3. Come back here and again. set. And to the left. The arms, and we'll do jackknife next. So your choice, you can do it from the ground, you can do it if it's elevated on the roller, or you don't have to do it at all. So sometimes it's a good idea to tuck your shirt in if you think that it might not stay where you want it when you're on camera. So never know. So here we go. All right, so arms at your side. You fold the knees into your chest and lift the legs up to the ceiling. The legs reach away and you squeeze them together. Inhale, you lift the legs, exhale the hips. Push into the ground, come up your gaze, up and slightly back, never to the side. You can lift legs a little higher, and then pushing forward with the palm of your hand, you let the shoulders lift as you curl your back into the ground, come down with control, and stretch the legs long. And then again, inhale, the legs go up, exhale, the hips lift. You bring the legs high, and maybe you can try to touch the floor. Lift them up, and then work your spine down. Try to keep your neck long the way down by looking up and down. We'll do one more here. Push to come up high. Touch the chest down. Lift the feet up. And bring it down again. Then you can fold your knees in, embrace them in, give them a hug. And then we're coming up for, let's do some side legs with a magic circle. So we'll roll over onto one side. Ensure you have enough padding under your hips. And you start with the knees bent a little bit so you can take the magic circle right above the ankles to the lower calf. Sure, there's a little flesh there. And then extend the legs out, holding the circle. So we're going to go down onto the arm. And your top hand can press into the ground. Or you would have the option to take both hands behind your head. Or even just one. Right? But reach the leg long and push down. Top leg pushes into the bottom one, and then you bring that leg up, and we push again. Gaze straight ahead. Exhale, lift. Trying to keep your body steady on its sideline. Of course, the circle is going to try to throw you off balance. So reach your legs as long as possible to firm them up. And think of bringing the top leg down straight over in the same line as the bottom one. And then bring it on up here. Then a little squeeze, and now push into your front hand, and we lift both legs up, still in your sideline, and then exhale to lower. Flatten the palm into the ground as you lift the legs. That's going to really help you feel your oblique abdominals, assist you with the tilt of the pelvis up. So we lift the legs and bring them down. Overbalancing happens to all of us at one point or another. And down. And one more time. Ability to get long on one side of the waist and short on the other. All right, and now bend the knees. Now we're going to take the legs inside the circle. It's sort of the same point, above the ankle. Approximately the same place on each leg. Pull the circle apart as you extend the leg out. And then the bottom leg really presses into the handle. And now we're going to pull the top leg up, trying to stretch the circle into an oval and then release it a little bit back into a circle. Keep a connection of that top leg, the lower leg, into the magic circle. So you push it, you stretch it, and when you release it, you don't let the leg fall away from the circle. One more to pull it open. And you can feel how that really works the glute medius here. Let's do one more. I know I said we did that last time, but it's a good exercise. And then we bring the top foot out, extend that leg on top of the circle. And here it lightly holds the circle and you bring the bottom leg up and then the bottom leg down. Inhale to lift it, exhale to lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Do that again. Lift upper inner thigh and lower. Okay. And then we're coming on up. You can drop the circle. Up to now do the other side. So again, we want to bend the bottom knee, place the circle where you want it, bend the top knee, control the circle, extend it out. Then again, your choice whether you want the head to be elevated here or you want to extend the arm and leg down. Might depend how your neck is feeling that day. Lift the tail out behind you as the legs move forward, and you can press the top hand into the ground. So we bring the top leg down, push the circle into a smaller shape, and then bring it on up. So you're pushing down, upper inner thigh, working here, and then release the upper inner thigh. And watch the spring, because it's going to want to accelerate as it opens. So try to hold the path of expansion steady. Press now. Bring it up, take your time, and one more time here. Push into it and bring it up. Good. And here's where you really want to use the whole hand, including the heel of the hand, not just the fingertips, into the mat as you pull the circle up in the air with both legs and then bring it down. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Do that again. Yes, good work. One more. And down. Let's bend your knees and grab the circle. You're taking the legs through the circle now. Push into it, extend it out. And then really feel the bottom leg supporting the circle as it pushes down into the handle. The top leg reaches up and then you pull that up, firing the whole glute medius here, the TFL that connects into the IT band. So we're going to work that leg up and then release it down slightly. Foot up again and exhale to release. Couple more. And one more time. Bottom leg pushes down as the top one lifts. And then hold the circle in position with the bottom leg. Pull the other leg out and then place it on top of the circle. And now we hold it gently with the top leg, bring the bottom leg up and down. Bottom leg lifts and lowers. So the top leg's just holding the circle here, the bottom leg goes up and then lowers, exactly. That requires a little bit of work from the upper inner thigh of the top leg. This is mainly about the bottom leg pulling itself up and then coming down with control. One more. All right, and then we can get rid of the circle. Lay onto our backs here for teaser. You can do any of your favorite variations here, or we could go right for the full teaser, extending the legs long, bring it together, and then stretch the arms forward down the mat. So we inhale to lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale, scoop the arms forward along your side and pick up the legs as you come up. You can bend the knees in or have them straight. And then curl the tail up. Roll the spine down, toes go down at eye level so the heels hit where the blades hit. And then you come out of your upper and pull and rest your head. So use a TheraBand. You can use the circle to press into a little bit more upper abdominals. But we're coming up, the arms slide forward. Bring the hands along the outside of the legs as you come up. Find this teaser position resting on the upper sacrum and then curl the tail up so that you imprint your back. It's safe from the weight of your legs. You lower weights down at a tempo that works for you, but you want to keep your upright curl until the feet are down. One more to come up. And from here, you can lower weights slightly and lift them. Eyes go down and then up. One more. And then stretch the legs out, tuck the tail, pull yourself down, come all the way down to the ground. All right, we flip over onto your stomachs here. And again, use the magic circle for swimming. The arms will be extended out. Feel the hand on top of the top handle. And then ears between arms. As you push down, lift your chest and start kicking your legs from your glutes. Eyes over the top of the circle. Alternate the leg kicks. And one more breath. And then the circle lowers. We lower two. All right, and another child's pose. And center spine coming up. We're going to extend the legs in front of us. Start with the knees bent. Hands back, and you go back onto your elbows. Now you want to pull your waist back, curl the tail up so you're getting a little traction across the sacrum and the SI joints. Like almost like the pressure of the pull will slide the pants off you a little bit. You feel that? And then when he comes in, the other knee lifts and extend those legs up to the ceiling. So we look at our abs and we circle legs around to the right, forward, over to the left, back to the ceiling, and then do it to the left, circle around, keep pushing the mat away with your hands. And again. Circle through this. Bend your knees if you need to. Try not to collapse back into your shoulders. So you can feel you lift through the head, even as you push down with your arms. Last time, going from left to right. And then fold the knees in, lower your feet, and lay them down. Just pull the knees into your chest, just in case your back needs a little extra assist there. And then we're rolling forward and up to end with our ceiling today. So as you sit near the front edge of your mat, you can take your hands, so you wrap them, they go between your legs, wrap your hands around the outside of the ankles, edges of the feet together, curl the tail up, the waist goes back, and lift your feet. So the arms push into the legs and vice versa. We open and close the legs 3 times, clapping 1, 2, 3. Once we roll, we clap 1 to 3 times with the butt in the air. So you get your abs roll back, and then exhale, come forward and clap again. I find it helpful when I roll back to think of lifting my tail up in the air, just to bend it as much as I can. Of course, the hips stays off the ground. That's one of the hard parts. If you looking down at your abs the whole time, remind them to work and help you. All right, and then we are good for today and good for the semester. Thank you guys so much for coming to class this whole time. It's been excellent to see you today as well. All right, and for the summer, as far as I know, I was told Tuesdays at noon.
She does have an evening class, so maybe her evening class is on Tuesday. She has 2 classes.
Yeah, I'll just double check with
Yeah,
that.
it's probably an evening.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be on the SWARPO schedule, but I'll ask him to send out a note just clarifying that. All right, thank you guys so much. Great work.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone enjoy the next month. Until I see you at the beginning of June. We're going to see you till the fall. That's good too. Just have a great time. Bye. Oh yeah, I'm here tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, but for Tuesday class, but not next week.
Yeah, so tomorrow's the last.
Tomorrow's the last day.